Hey, it's Dave. Welcome back to my channel. So I've been getting a lot of comments, lots of good and several not so good, about my channel. And I just want to make a few things clear about my channel. This is entertainment. I do this to entertain. I give my opinion about things so people can hear my opinion, whatever it means, and whatever it means to them. It doesn't matter to me. If you want to take my experience and run with it and be like, well, here's a guy who has a lot of experience with it, that would be cool. If you think like this guy's out of his mind, and that's cool too. I'm not really concerned. I got like this message from like some guy who's on Paul Stanley's Jock, who basically is like, you haven't been a fan for 40 years and you don't know what you're talking about. No, I know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's just an opinion of somebody that really doesn't give a shit about the band or the cover band that you want to go see. So I can tell you I'm not going to go see them, but you go see them, and I could care less what you do with your money and how you want to spend it. That's up to you. I just was making my point from a point of and it being entertaining to talk about it. No, I wasn't posting about Kiss so people get my views. Look how many views my comments about Kiss got. Look how many views my lessons about Steely Dan got. If I was just out there to get views, this would be the Steely Dan channel, and I'd be doing Steely Dan solos every 5 minutes. My thing is not to be doing the same thing every day, but to go out there and throw my opinion around. And if you like my opinion, awesome. If you don't like it, awesome. I am always up for debate. When I do my studies on picks, when I do my videos on does the wood matter, and I say it has zero difference on an electric guitar, you can come then argue with me. If you're going to argue with me that like I'm stupid or that you can hear the difference, I don't want to argue. I'm bringing you scientific data of how things work and how it happens and why it happens. And then I get people saying, oh, well, I can hear the difference. Well, I could show you an optical illusion and show you and be like, here, what do you see? And you'll see an illusion, but it won't be fact. The two lines will measure the same. And you'll be like, no, that one's smaller. That has the inverted arrow as opposed to the... So if you're not going to come at me anyway scientific, like I had a guy the other day say about the pickups. Oh, but the pickups are in the wood. You don't put any of that into the factor. Yes, the pickups are mounted into the wood. That pickup can go like this. That magnetic field is not moving. Those strings are going to move that magnetic field. There isn't a frequency that this moves this at. To prove my point, you could have a Stratocaster where the pickups are in a plastic. Now, whether it's in 60 thou plastic if you're playing like a 1950s Strat, or 90 thou plastic, 90 thousandths of an inch, in any of the 3-ply. The 60 thousandths of an inch is plastic, is screwed into the wood with 8 screws. 59, there's a 9 screw, there's a 10 screw. But I think we're already getting into 3-ply at that point. Yeah, we are. There's a 9 screw, a 10 screw, and then the 11 screw, and that's where it stayed. And then the top screw by the pickup around 62, 63. I forget which year it was. I think it's 63. That screw moved back a little bit to the modern style of pick guards. But the 11 screw before 62, I think they just refer to it as a 62, but it's the 62, 61, 60, and 59. All have it offset a little bit to the forward towards the pickup. But either way, that you could not tell the difference between which is in a 60 thousandths of an inch pick plastic or 90 thousandths of an inch, no more than you could see if it was a Strat that was where there's no pick guard and the pickups are right into the wood. There's no way you can hear the difference. And if you can, well, then I'll name a few records and you tell me which Strat it is and what year it is, because now you can hear the years, which is something that's amazing to me. So anyway, so I do this really just for entertainment. And mainly I'm trying to entertain myself. Unfortunately, I took the Don King here off of this mic yesterday just because after my podcast, it gets really like, it's like close to me and in my face, and it's also like this big bushy thing here, and it's hard for me to see, and so I got rid of it. What else did I want to talk about? So that's basically it. So like if I have an opinion and like your butt hurts somehow because I made a comment about a band that you love, well, so what? I mean, really grow up. We're all adults here. I mean, I'm a big Kiss fan. I have my Ace Frehley book right there. No regrets. Underneath is the Keith Richards Life book. So, I mean, I loved those years. I loved Kiss. I just think they've been a joke probably since Music from the Elder. It's just unlistenable. The Oath, I mean, that song is horrendous. But anyways, I don't need to go over their whole career. I'm just saying this is what they're doing now to make money, and he's charging $21,000. And then some other guy commented, oh, Eddie Trunk did a story. Well, I guess if Eddie Trunk talks about something, then nobody else can talk about something. I actually saw one before I saw Eddie Trunk's. I saw some guy, I forget the hell his name is. It's like some Kiss reference name, but he was talking about it, and then he mentioned and Eddie Trunk, I think, or Eddie Trunk came up next, and I watched him. But it's like Eddie Trunk doesn't corner the market on talking about music. In fact, a lot of the times I think he's wrong. When he had that metal show, it was like everything that was metal was good. I mean, there's lots of metal that's absolute shite, and there's lots of softer rock that's really good. There's a lots of good and bad in everything. You know, on here I talked a little bit about some theory stuff, and I wish a lot of you would go back and look through my theory videos. I think there's some really key things there that that'll help you along the way. As far as like what I do here on this show, like, so I was in the gym today and I decided to listen to one of my all-time favorite rock and roll albums, because I mentioned it yesterday with Bingham on the podcast, and that was Whitesnake's Slide It In. So I was listening to the album, and Love Ain't No Stranger came on in that solo, and I was like, yeah, I'll do that today. So I came home, I learned it, and literally I probably sat down here for like 20 minutes, basically heard it's just in B minor, played it, and I have to do some stuff once I start recording with the latency and making sure that I'm using OBS 22.02 64-bit version, which is the OBS Studio software is how I record. And so sometimes it gets a little sketchy with how it's recording and whatnot. But I fixed that, so I got that, and then I laid down the song and do it. I do the songs mainly for entertainment, for things to show you that there's iconic songs. Also, I guess eventually on Patreon, which I haven't really even addressed yet, but I will teach some of the solos that I do to some of the songs that I start, just for the sake of showing you the solos. They're just fun things. And like I said, the show for me at Dave's Guitar Channel, this is about entertainment. I'm trying to entertain. I want you to be able to come here and watch this at night and have you fall asleep. It's an insomniac joke anyways. But no, but seriously, if you fall asleep during it and you have to watch it a couple of times, that's cool. Yeah, what can I say? A lot of people keep asking me what's in the Breedlove case behind me over here, behind the Patriots football. And in the Breedlove case is a mandolin. It's the K mandolin, whatever the hell that is. Let's see if I haven't opened it in a while. Let me show you. So this is the mandolin. It is a Breedlove mandolin. Let's see what it says inside here. American KF. And then it's signed by Kim Breedlove. Now, a lot of times I'll go out and play with AM station. We do going to California, so I do the whole... But anyways, that's my mandolin. So that's basically what this channel is about. I really appreciate all the love that I get on this channel. And I do appreciate all the comments, good or bad. I just think if you're going to come at with me bad, come at me with a little bit of some substance and not just like, you don't know what you're talking about because you haven't been a diehard fan for 40 years. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't keep every Kiss scrapbook. So therefore, I can't think that this is like a last-ditch effort to make every nickel they possibly can. Or that they shouldn't do the full thing in Vegas and make it like a Vegas act. I shouldn't have an opinion on that. But when it happens, you'll be like, maybe that guy was right. Anyways, I do appreciate it. I did start a Patreon page. I'm really not sure how I feel about that yet, but I have to. I'm going to do a bunch of things, and you would have a little bit more access to me. However, I do have a podcast coming up next Monday, although I'm trying to make him Tuesday, although I haven't told John yet. But I'd like to do it on Tuesdays. It's just my days are easier. And the podcast, I'd love for you to have questions for us. And if you do have questions, please email me at dave44levine@outlook.com. You can follow me on Twitter at The Big Angry. You can follow me on Instagram at Dave_Levine. And if you would be so kind to go to Facebook and just like Dave's guitar channel. And, you know, one thing I don't talk about here a lot is movies. As you can see, I have behind this mic, I have the V for Vendetta mask on the wall, which I love that movie. It's a great movie. And also lately I was talking about what a great job Jim Caviezel did in The Count of Monte Cristo. Is a great film. And yeah. Someone the other day asked me about Alan Holdsworth. That's an Alan Holdsworth album up there. Road Games, the EP. I'm a huge fan. If you're an Alan Holdsworth fan at all, or if you're a casual admirer of him, check out the album None Too Soon. It's a great album. Anyways, I have a student tonight, and then I have things to do. So for right now, very good. Dave's guitar channel was not recorded with a studio audience.